Hello and welcome to my channel. Stay tuned to the end of the video for a special announcement. Hi everyone, my name is Curly Head Med. I'm back with another video. In this video, we'll be discussing how I took notes, past tense, during my first and second years of medical school. Before we get started, I'd just like to apologize for being AWOL for the past month and a half. I was just really intensely studying for my family medicine shelf, but I am back and better than ever, ready to give you more consistent videos. Let's begin. Alright, so my first tip is to find a reliable note-taking app. There's so many out there. Find one that suits your needs. I use Notability because it was provided for free through my medical school. And I actually have come to love the layout of the app. So you can download it on the iOS app for $4.99 and on the Mac app for $9.99. It allows you to upload your lecturer's PowerPoint slides directly onto the app and customize it to suit your needs. You can highlight, you can copy and paste Google Images. You can type up your notes as well as handwrite your notes. So that's great. One feature that I really love about Notability is that it enables you to record a lecture while you're taking notes. So during the playback of the recording, the notes that you were taking at the time will be highlighted. So it allows you to easily coordinate what is being said by your lecturer to what notes you took. All right, my next tip is to preview your lecture slides before you go to class. So download your lecture slides, read the objectives if they're given to you so you can see what are the high yield bits of information that you should be getting out of the lecture when you're sitting in or listening to your lecture the following day. Look at the images, look at tables, look at charts, so you can get a general idea of what you're going to be presented tomorrow, so you're not just going in blind. Never go into a class blind. Always have an idea of what's going to be presented. All right, my third tip is to supplement lecture slides with textbooks when necessary. Not all professors are great at presenting the amount of information necessary for you to understand it. There are times when you're going to need to get a textbook and lay the foundation, get a bit more background information on the topic that's presented. I highly recommend that you refer to your upperclassmen, students that have taken the class before, to see what textbooks are recommended for that specific course. And then you can use that to supplement whatever you're presented in lecture so that you really get the well-rounded knowledge that you need to really answer questions in medical school. You can't get surface level information. You need to go in deep and truly understand the concepts. And to do that, there are times when you need to grab a textbook. And side note, please don't judge my typewriting abilities. I've spent a majority of my academic career handwriting my notes. It's only when I started med school that I truly started to type my notes. All right, my next tip is one that you should truly embody. You should live by this rule anytime you're in lecture. Don't be the student that's in lecture writing down every single word the professor is saying. Because are you truly getting anything out of the lecture that way? Try to actively listen. Take cues from the professor and write down what's important. Be selective with your note taking. And it helps to, like I said before, preview your lectures. That way you know what's important. You already know the layout of the lecture and you can figure out what's most important to write down. Be a medical student, not a stenographer. By actively listening, you gain a better understanding of the lecture in its entirety. Along those same lines, one thing that might help you more actively listen to lectures is to split up the high volume of lectures that you're presented with every day in med school between 2 or 3 other people. That is, create a study group of people who study the same way that you do. You guys can each, at the beginning of every week, assign each other lectures to listen to and annotate. You guys can then email each other your annotated lecture slides through Notability. And that way, when you guys now listen to the lectures on your own, you already have the annotated slides. So you can actively listen to the lecture and add any additional notes that you deem necessary. Alright, that's all for this video. Try to keep it short. If you found any of these tips helpful, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Okay, special announcement. I'll be doing 2 giveaways when I reach 500 subscribers, so share and subscribe.